And we're back with Aquarius. We're going to do Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Shuffle these a little bit. Okay. Aquarius. New moon in Aries for Aquarius. Started at 10111. New beginnings for Aquarius. Ooh, the devil's there. Okay, overall energy for Aquarius for the new moon. Aquarius. Hi, Leanne. Aquarius. Can't wait to see what this reading is like. For us. I see the bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. Hopefully that's not for us. I should do a reading because I've been getting that song since last spring. I should do a reading just on that song because I don't know why I keep channeling it. When a song like that keeps coming up for me, it means there's a reason, but I just really just keep trying to ignore it. All right. Aquarius. Envy. Okay. Who else got that? Who in the fire signs got that? Leo? You saw how much I shuffled that. So there could be a choice you made that somebody is jealous of or envious. Wasn't that the same? Okay, pay attention to the unseen worlds. Take a leap of faith and do the unexpected. Yeah, you could be making a choice here, or you already did. You did something unexpectedly that people didn't really expect you to do. There's a lot of green. Naked before the stars. That kind of gives me a little bit of an Aquarian energy. I'm going to read that one. I like that. Well, see, it's supposed to be a shadow, so I'm sure there's something that 18. It's acceptance. That's actually resonates with me. Okay. There's no perfection that is worth enough. There is imperfection as proud as the heavens. Accepting our own beauty in size, color, age, and fat. That is so interesting because that resonates with me, to be honest. Say your name. I can't see it. Write it out and I will say it because I can't see that writing is so small. Hi, Mohammed. All right. Says, what do we see when we look in the mirror? Do we see something we like or something we dislike? Something we care or something we are a slave of? What do we compare ourselves to the stars of the media, uh, to the social models, to the beauty queens and kings of eternal pageant, to our inner self, to the idea we had when we were younger? That's kind of interesting. Okay. I'm just doing air signs in this live. It's for the new moon in Aries. I'm on Aquarius. I just did fire signs in a separate live. So I feel like something is coming to an end here. It could be maybe how you see yourself. Maybe you're accepting yourself here and there's some sort of healing. Your heart could be blocked off. The Lovers. Also, how you felt about yourself could have affected like your other relationships, how you showed up in those relationships. Like feeling insecure could have affected relationships. Or you could have attracted in other people that were in that energy as well. Nine of Pentacles. So it's almost like you feel better on your own. Independent. But if you're in a relation, it's almost like you're more powerful and more secure if you're on your own. But if you're in a relationship, you kind of like switch. You become insecure and not as powerful. So this could be kind of so that's the energy you've been in. So what I feel like is this is something that you are finally like accepting yourself, and then there could be an issue if you want to be single. Don't want to partner up with anybody, I guess. Not necessarily be single, but don't want to partner up with anybody. It could be due to this. But the more you accept yourself, you'll be more open and attracting different people. All right. I'm gonna say this is more love relationships, but because I do have the Lovers, but it could be any type of relationship. So it's like it's time. It's like being your authentic self. What's the envy? Ah. I do think there is somebody who's jealous of you, though. So, for one, it could be you envious of other people if you're comparing yourself. But I think there's somebody else who has some sort of negative jealousy, negative attachment here. Because I feel like you're changing in a way where you're going to be your authentic self, you're accepting yourself. So, that could release some sort of control or power somebody had over you, because when I clarified this just to see, and I have the Devil and the Ace of Pentacles. So the devil is a shadow energy. So that's relationships or a certain relationship. So it's like certain people will not be able to have power over you anymore because you're going to be authentic. You're going to accept yourself. So they can't manipulate you based on insecurity. Yeah, you're moving on from things that have no value. Pay attention to the unseen world. Hold on, I want to see that because I was just curious. So what you're not seeing or what you have not been seeing is your worth. Okay, so pay attention to the unseen world. And I was just, okay, so if you don't know your worth, also that can affect your intuition, okay, because this person's very intuitive, how you take care of yourself. So I think you're kind of like breaking out of some sort of manipulation or illusion about yourself during this new moon and becoming very secure. Look, we go from being insecure to secure. Yes, people were able to like cast some sort of illusion in relationships. But this is ending. All right. So the more you accept yourself, the more you're going to, and not settle for less than you deserve. So you're going to accept yourself. You're not going to put up with like manipulation or people that really don't value you. Because it's almost like now I would rather be alone than that. You're very independent. I'd rather be independent than codependent and unhealthy. So you're completing a cycle here with the world where there was some sort of illusion. This could have to tie back to your mother, like a wounding with your feminine energy, like a mother wound. All right. Just trying to see if I get anything else. So in the going forward, you're going to be your authentic self. That's what you're going to be working towards. And you're working towards, so being very independent on your own, being stable on your own, and then so you can attract in this 10 of cups, this happily ever after, even if it is by yourself. I think you'll be okay with that. It's like you're not settling anymore. Regardless, I think it's mostly in love relationships, but I guess it could be any relationship. So you're not going to have people around you that don't realize your value because you realize your value. Oh, we have the Emperor here. I thought it was the Empress. So you could be attracting in, so as you do this, you could be attracting in a true partner. And there's the World there, which was right here. So if you're single or you're attracting in relationships that are solid. All right, that's what I have for Aquarius. For the new moon, new beginnings, a new self is emerging. Libra. Libra's next. Okay. Oh, I didn't say who you could have been dealing with. I feel like these are mostly for you, but energies that you could have been dealing with. I have Virgo. I had Capricorn. I had Gemini. The 4 fixed signs. And I'll just pull a couple of these. Pisces. Yourself. Or another Aquarius. And then we have Sag and Virgo. All right. I always forget. People like that. Because I don't. It just doesn't. I don't. For me personally, I don't care about signs, but people like it. All right, Libra, 1626. Very interesting. You're priceless. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Man. Yeah, I'm starting to. It's so interesting that card came out because this morning I was sitting there getting ready. Well, I think I just worked out or something, and I was like, I'm really tired of trying to look a certain way to impress men. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even care if I ever have another relationship again. I do not want to do anything to impress men anymore. Like, if I wear makeup, it's because I feel like wearing makeup that day. Or if I don't care if I'm like 105 pounds or 160 pounds. I don't care anymore. I don't want to do anything I just don't want to impress people anymore. I don't care. All right, Libra. So it's interesting that card came out. Because to be honest, I like to look nice in front of the camera because I just do. But when I'm off, I'm like wearing sweats. Like, I want to be comfortable. Now, Gemini is going to be, I'm doing Libra and then Gemini. I just did Aquarius. All right. Libra. Oh, there's a Libra card. So, indecision. All right. Oh, I get it. I get that one. So, I'll just pull some more cards. Before I say anything. So there's it's like, I'm just going to say it. So there's a path here. It's like we have to either mature in some way, grow up here, because this always reminds me of the Garden and the Gate. She looks very young. So, and then we have indecision. It's because of the unknown. So it's like there's a new path opening up, but it's like you're going to have to be different, a different person, a different version of yourself. And it's like unknown territory. So that's why you could be having a terrible time, a difficult time making a decision. Because it's almost like you can stay on one path and remain the same, or you can take a new path, but it's going to be a different version of you. But you're comfortable maybe where you are. So even if it's not good, you're still comfortable there. It's what you know. For some, that's the first message. Breathe in the beauty of who you are. Breathe out judgment. So the new path could be more authentic, like you showing your true self. being at peace with who you are. So it's a little bit of the same as Aquarius. It wouldn't shock me if sister signs get kind of similar messages. Ah, all right. Break out. You want to break out of your something. You want to break out of your shell. Break out. That's exactly what I was describing. Peaceful among thorns. I don't even have to look that one up. That's exactly what I was describing. It's almost like we're comfortable here. It's not a good environment. It's not, I'm not showing my true self. I have to mask. But I'd rather stay here than, addicted. Yeah, you could be addicted to suffering. So I was just looking at the swords in his back. All right. It looks like this is coming to an end, though. We'll see what cards come out, because if you're in an environment that's not good for you, usually the universe will try to adjust, will try to make things destroy it so that you can choose a different path. But sometimes we still will choose to do the same thing, even though the universe will keep kind of breaking things down. Personal issue reaches resolution. So we have eights, power for everybody. So you have 2 eights. So eights are power for me. So we're feeling insecure to make a new decision because we don't know what's going to be down that road. The sun. 5 of swords. The lovers. Page of swords. All right. The strength. Yeah, so it's time for you to change. It's time for an ending here. You've been stuck here too long. There's the tower. That's what I was picking up on. So the tower will keep, so the tower comes in to break down a foundation that's faulty, an environment that's not good for you. Will try to remove you from it, or people that aren't good for you. But sometimes the tower can fall and you can have a period of transition, but then you'll go right back into the same thing. And then it'll happen again until like you finally decide to change. So there's something that has to be walked away from. But it has to be your choice. That's the thing. I mean, yes, the universe can come in and destroy things, but it still has to be your choice to take a new path. Could be a relationship too with the lovers. And that's a choice card. Page of Swords. Having faith. Because I always see the cross in this window. So it's like you have to have some sort of faith in yourself. Trust in the universe. I'm also getting 8 of Cups to walk into the unknown. like you're stuck in some sort of group or something, or family dynamic group that is just not that good for you. Good for your mental health. Yeah, there's like pretending to be happy, but you're hiding. All right, what's the Lovers? Waiting. Also, you could be waiting for somebody. Hopefully, you're not waiting for like somebody to come back when there's other opportunities. Page of Swords. Mm. It's like you have some sort of information here. Um, maybe something has come in or will be coming in here with this new moon. Uh, that is very exciting. It's a new beginning, but it's like you have to, it's almost like bittersweet. It's like you are going to have to leave a version of you, or you're going to have to leave people behind. And there's some fear in this. So the Nine of Swords is a fear of an outside stimulus. So what people think, or it's like somebody talks down to you and makes you kind of like not believe in yourself. So there's a group of people here, I feel like, that needs to be broken away from. But you fear it because this is what you know. Who could you be dealing with? Yeah, you're being guided. So you have your guides are guiding you to walk away from something. So to balance yourself out. Who do I have for you? Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini. Heavy Gemini. Yeah, so it's like something about your self-worth. Who else could they be dealing with? A lot of these, I think it's about you, but see, like she's paused there at this gate and needing to go through it. Maybe it's childhood friends, because see how she looks very young there. So who else could Libra be dealing with? All right, Sagittarius. I already said Pisces. Scorpio. And Leo sticking out, but I already said them too. So those are the signs you could be dealing with if it's other people. But yeah, it looks like you have a new path. I think something's coming in that's very exciting, but you're going to have to leave other people behind. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, it's actually very exciting, creative. Could be a new job or an offer to move or something. All right, that's that for Libra. And then I'll do Gemini, and then I'm going to end the live and come back and do Earth signs. All right. All right, let me write down the timestamp. All right, Gemini. Let's get Gemini out. How's everyone today? I have a couple people in here. How are you guys doing? I mostly just, I don't look up when I read. I don't like to be distracted, so. All right, what does Gemini need to know for the new moon in Aries? Ooh, look at that. Door to value. So you have new doors opening up. Could be creatively. So we have the third chakra right here. That's your life force. So that's your what? Desires. I wrote them down this time. Because I always get the second and third one mixed up. Emotions of desire. So there could be something you really want here. Let's see. Feeling very secure and stable, maybe even working out too. The wisdom of the moon lives in the soul. Open up to endless possibilities at the bottom. Your values might be changing. What you value. Ooh, parasite. I was thinking about that one earlier. Is this me? Something's ending though. We have 2 10s, so that's an ending. A cycle's ending. Could be kind of a dark time. Yeah, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. We just had a full moon eclipse. So Venus is about values. This always reminds me of Venus right there. So your values are changing. Something during the full moon eclipse was either came up from the subconscious. I'm going to read this parasite card. Okay, depression. Okay. We can't survive alone. Wait, what can't survive alone will seek company, but instead of growing together, they will wither together. Ooh, okay. Relationships are not a zero-sum game. Of course, using each other is part of the game, but it's quite different when use, wait. But it's quite different when use takes the shape of supporting rather than manipulating or exploiting in the long run. A good relationship is a win-win where the more I give, the more I get. Okay, so that's equal give and take. So you could have been like in some sort of negative connection where it's almost like codependence. Maybe also if that ended, maybe there's been a little bit of depression here. So you could have been in some sort of connection that kind of shifted your values. You could have been in a relationship where it was more about what you could, I don't want to say what you can get out of it, because this is about desire or somebody else, or like what they can get out of it. It's almost like a little bit of codependency I'm picking up on. Wheel of Fortune, though. That's nice. So there's positive change here. You're at the precipice of some sort of positive change. It looks like your values are changing. King of Swords. The Tower. Yeah, something broke down. So you could have been in a destructive phase here, especially in your love relationships. So if something isn't built on a solid foundation, it will, that's what I was talking about earlier. The universe will come in and destroy it. So you can start over. So you're wrapping up a cycle here with either a person you're dealing with, like they could have been feeding off you, or you could have been doing that. I don't know. Four of Pentacles so we didn't want to get out of our comfort zone. There's a lack of trust here. There's definitely no value, insecurity. So you could have been participating in connections that weren't really that good. You just fed off each other. So what is making the change? What is sparking the change? I guess the Tower. Let's see what the Tower is. So this is pretty major. We have two major arcanas. So these are things out of your control. Eight of Swords. That's your worth. That's almost like we're afraid that, how do I put this? We're going to stay in this connection because, like, codependent on this, because we're afraid that no one's going to see our worth. Wow. Could be a little hyper independence too. It's interesting. You can be codependent and like independent at the same time. I didn't think that until I realized it about myself in the past. Like I was hyper independent, but there was certain connections where I was codependent. It was so strange. I never thought of myself that way. All right. King of Swords. What are we becoming clear of? Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. So we're getting clarity here on It's like your values are changing. So if this is in a relationship, let's say you're in a relationship, so you could have been very toxic. It looks like something happened in the relationship that's causing it to become people to change for the positive, uh, and for it to become stronger. Or you realize you've been dealing with people because you didn't know your worth. This could have come up during this eclipse. Virgo's about detail oriented, critical. So we could have dealt with people that were very critical, but we're codependent on them. I don't know. It looks like something's changing. It could be just what it could be simply just maybe you were in relationships for sex and uh, now you decide you want actually something real. It could be as simple as that. Yeah, there's some sort of toxic pattern here or codependency. It's going to be different for different people. But it's a parasite, something that's been feeding off you. That could even be narcissism. You could have been dealing with connections where they drained you, they were like parasites. But like it was due to you not seeing your worth, or like, or it could do with your values. So if you are in an energy of of being emotionally unavailable, not wanting to commit, you could have attracted in, so your values could have attracted in people like this, negative people. So if your values change, then of course you're going to attract in more stable connections. It's good though. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, so things are gonna, start turning around here. It could be in a connection, or you on your own, you're going to attract in different people. What is the Ace of Cups? Self-love is going to be the key. So it doesn't matter who you're dealing with, self-love is going to be the key first. Taking things slowly in connections, building things slowly. That's what I had earlier. I didn't say, I forgot to say it. So if you start connections and you move too fast, that's how they're not very solid and they break down. They come in, the tower comes in and breaks it down. So this is actually really good. Yeah, so you're attracting like the Wheel of Fortune. So your values are changing here. You will attract in now that you realize what you value, you'll attract in exactly people that you'll be on the same page with, who have the same beliefs, who have the same values. So new doors are opening for you. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I have. So you're kind of like getting rid of some sort of darkness, dark people, negative attachments, parasites, people that feed off of you. I was just looking at these two together. It's almost like the God and the devil. Maybe there's been a fight between positive and negative, I guess. Good side and bad side. Maybe things haven't been. Everyone has all this, but it has to be balanced, All right, that's what I have for Gemini. It'll be a happy ending. All right, I'm going to end it here, and then I'm going to come back and do earth signs. I just kind of wanted to do them separate. It's just easier to put timestamps on them for people to find their reading. So I feel like more people will rewatch it than that are here. So, all right, I'm going to come back and do Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I'll see you in a minute.